Good morning. Please accept my greeting. I am Dr. Vinod Jain from KGMU. Today we will be talking about failures make you learn. How many of you attempted to achieve success? All of you? Maybe any field? How many of you achieved success in one go or who did not fail even for once in their life? No one. So what did you do when you failed in your life? Or rather, what we should do? Should we stop trying? Should we keep sitting? Should we drop our project? Or we should go ahead and continue with more zeal? This is the essence of my talk today. I'll be giving you few examples, and through those examples and adding my own experience, I'll try to explain you how failures can make you learn. Have you ever thought, what is that first thing which really makes your dream unachievable? That is fear of failure. So many times you are thinking for a new project, or you are thinking some out of box, you are thinking to go ahead, but immediately the fear of failure comes to your mind and you stop doing that exercise. Okay, tell me, how do you feel whenever you fail in your life? Like whether it could be examination. You are the student, suppose you are going to appear in the examination. It could be your entrance examination. It could be your ICSE, ISC, or your graduation, post-graduation. Or you are doing some projects. You have been involved in a project, but at the end of it you failed. You are going for interviews, and during that interview you have told each and everything very well, but the outcome was not good. May it be your relationship also. The relationship can be official, can be your personal, you may fail in that. It can be your business. You have started new business, and what has happened? In due course of time, the business failed. What should you do? Or it could be any other aspect of the life. What should be your feeling? How do you feel? Naturally, there is feeling of dissatisfaction. You feel dissatisfied, disappointed, to the tune of depression, and you develop fear. See, once you have started a project, you could not do it. You started from dissatisfaction, going to disappointment, then virtually you may be having depression and a feeling of fear. You may be having discontent. Naturally, when you are not able to perform well, or you are not able to achieve what you wanted to, you will be having discontent. Now my question is, whether this discontent should stop you in your progress? That you have to think. Sometimes you develop guilt. Oh, I could not do it. I was not worthy of it. I unnecessarily tried for it. That should not happen. You should not have feeling of guilt. Sometimes you are angry. You are angry on others. You are angry on yourself. And unnecessarily your mindset is disturbed. Your peace is disturbed. Your altogether personality gets disturbed. So that should not happen. Sometimes you take some extreme steps. Many of our youngsters, they have lost life out of that depression, out of that failure. They have failed in their examination. They have failed in their interviews, in their job. They have been chucked out from their job. They got disappointed. They thought they are failed, they are not worthy to any life, and they commit suicide. Youth are treasure for our nation. If we will lose youth, what will happen? It is not the loss of that family. It is the basically loss of the nation. So you need to understand that whenever you are failing in your work or project or any other venture of your life, you should not do all these things. You should take failure as staircase of success, stepping stones for success. See, once you have failed in some project or in some work or in some examination, you should not sit quietly. You should take that challenge and take it that this is my stepping stone and I can move forward. I should know what is that thing which I should not do. Have you heard of the Abraham Lincoln? Abraham Lincoln was president of USA. He was there for 4 years. Do you think his life was rosy? No, it was not. He was born in poverty. And the place where he was born, there was tradition of slavery. He was forced to be out from his house. He has to leave his house along with the family. During childhood, he lost his mother in early childhood. You see, what a small boy will do in such an adverse situation. When he grew, then he fell in love with someone. He lost his sweetheart. She died. It was a setback. Then somehow, after some time, he got married. He had 4 sons. 3 of them died. What should Abraham Lincoln have done? He did not stop. He again tried and went to search for the job. He lost his job also. Then he thought that he will contest elections of the US, and from different posts he contested elections, and for 8 times he was defeated. He thought to start his business. He had partnership with one friend and he was almost bankrupt in that business. Now just imagine, this is the life history of Abraham Lincoln, the US president. He wanted to study law but could not get admission, and he suffered from nervous breakdown. Even though he had nervous breakdown, he did not lose his courage. He kept on trying, he kept on doing, and then he was elected as President of United States of America in 1860, and he remained for 4 years. I will give you another example. You must have heard about Thomas Alva Edison. In your science book, you must have read about him, and because of Thomas Alva Edison, we are having electric bulb. What light right now we are having, our rooms, they are lit. It is just because Thomas Alva Edison invented filament of bulb. Do you think he invented in his first go? No. He was also from a humble background. He did not go to school. He was taught by her mother. He sold candy and newspaper in train. Our honorable previous President of India, APJ Abdul Kalam Sahab, was having this type of life in the initial period. You all are knowing about that. Even he needed to sell vegetable for his livelihood, because he was not having mother. When he went to school, he was disgusted by teachers. Somebody asked from the teacher what type of student he is. The teacher told he was so stupid to learn anything. Now just imagine a child who lived in poverty, who used to sell vegetables, who was not having so much of money to go through his study. Teachers, they were disgusting him. What this child will do? Even then he had great belief in himself. He read on his own. Then he got job, and he usually, what happens? Whenever he used to go and search for the job, he used to ask for night shift. Why? Because in the day he wanted to do an experiment. So he lost his job twice. Why? See, in one night what was done, he was doing experiment on lead battery. The sulfuric acid of that battery was spilled, and that went under the chair of his boss. Next morning when boss came in, he got contact with the sulfuric acid, was harmed, and the boss thought that he is a careless fellow and chucked him out. He did 1000 unsuccessful experiments to invent a bulb. So much so that the newspaper, the news agency, they used to say that now you are a symbol of failure. He was basically known as a symbol of failure. But Thomas Alva Edison perceived failure as a learning process. When one news person asked him, how do you feel that you have lost for 1000 times? Do you feel disgusted? But no, not at all. I just came to know that these are 1000 ways which are not going to be helpful in invention of bulb. I have to try another, that is 1000 first part. Subsequently, he invented the electric filament of light bulb, so much so that during his life he had 1024 patents in his name, and he founded the iconic company GEC, General Electric Company. So that was the power of persistence of Thomas Alva Edison. I have given you two examples, Abraham Lincoln and Thomas Alva Edison, which you can say they were historical. Now I am giving you one living example. W. Mitchell is an American businessman. He lives in America, in California he is there. He was born in 1943. At the age of 28 years, Mitchell had an accident. He was riding a motorcycle, and the motorcycle smashed into a tanker of fuel. He was burned, very deep burn. So much so, it was 60 or to 65% of the body was burned. He developed contracture, and he has to undergo for 16 surgery for that. And within 6 months of this accident, Mitchell founded a company. He was basically a grip man in a cable car. W. Mitchell was a grip man in the cable car. He had an accident. Then he had contracture, 65% burn, 16 surgery, and within 6 months he founded a company. He became millionaire. During this accident, he lost all his fingers and thumb. Even then, he was flying his plane. So that was W. Mitchell. That is W. Mitchell. He has been mayor of Colorado town of the USA. What happened? After 4 years, he was piloting his plane, and the plane crash landed. There was injury in his backbone. He became paraplegic, means both the lower limbs they were not working. He came on wheelchair. Now people, they asked, how do you feel? What is your feeling? W. Mitchell very coolly told, see, before this accident, I was able to do 10,000 things. Now I am not able to do 1,000 things, but still I can do 9,000 things. So what should I do? Should I keep thinking about those 1,000 things which I am not able to do? Or should I concentrate upon those things which I am able to do and I can improve upon? He is millionaire businessman right now, and now he is using his power of failure towards his success, and he is adopted as a motivational speaker, and so many talks are available. You can say these are the examples which did occur in foreign countries. What about India? India, you have got so many examples. Especially my young persons would like to know that one living legend we are having right now is Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. Everybody, every young person at one time or another must have thought to be like Amitabh Bachchan. Don't you? Now you know the history of Amitabh Bachchan ji. He was born in October 1942. He is a man of struggles. He had many failures in his life, but right now he is a very successful person, and most of the people of India, they look, or not of India, of the Hollywood, of the internationally, they look towards him. In the KBC right now he is coming, talking so softly, so inspirational. When he came to Mumbai, he tried in All India Radio, and because of his voice quality, he was rejected by All India Radio. Later on, Mr. Amin Sayani in his interview clarified, oh, I did not take the audition of, I knew that one boy has come in, I did not see that boy, I did not take any audition, and I just told him to go. But actually it is not like that. It is said that Mr. Amitabh Bachchan was tried for 2 or 3 times for his voice, but ultimately because of the quality of voice, he was rejected by All India Radio. Then he went and tried for the acting. There, because of his height, he was rejected in acting in the Bollywood. Someone gave him a chance, and 12 consecutive films were flopped. Now you imagine a person like Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, who came here to struggle for All India Radio, was rejected by All India Radio, came and tried the Bollywood, the 12 consecutive Bollywood film, they flopped. What that person should do, or what you will do? Many of us will say that now we should go back and do whatever we feel like. We cannot do it. Immediately the feeling comes in, we cannot do it. But when his third film, Janjeer, came in, it was a great hit. During 1983, when he was at zenith of his career, during shooting of a picture Coolie, he was injured in his abdomen. You see, now that man who struggled got the success, and then at the zenith of his success got injured and was, you see, devoid of doing acting for so many years. He founded Amitabh Bachchan Corporation Limited, a company, and that company also almost reached to the bankruptcy. What Amitabh Bachchan must have done? he should have tried with great zeal, or he should stop doing everything. You will be surprised to know that the person who was rejected due to voice quality was chosen as a narrator in his Oscar winning documentary March of the Penguins. See, Oscar winning. Those people, they recognize the voice. He gave playback singing in 30 films, and we still keep on listening those beautiful songs. So he kept on trying. He saw to it what is the fault, why I was rejected by the All India Radio. He worked upon it, and gradually he achieved success. Now you have seen these four persons, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, Mr. W. Michel, both of them are living right today, Mr. Abraham Lincoln, the American president, and Thomas Alva Edison. What do you think, what are the common features in all of them, and whether we are having those features in ourselves or not? First thing is that they had big dreams. They had clear goal, as I keep on saying, big dreams, and they worked for it only. See, if you will just dream and will do nothing, you cannot do anything. You cannot achieve anything. So dream with passion. And for that, you have to be disciplined and do hard work. If you will not work, you will not achieve your dream. Again, I will say our APJ Abdul Kalam Sahab used to say, it is crime to see small dream. You have to see big dream, and you have to work upon it. Whatever the adversity is, you have to be persistent. If you are having failure, you have to persevere again and again. You have to do more hard work. You have to see what is the deficit within you. You have to introspect. Why I failed? It is not the introspection. Why I failed? This is the introspection. And we have to work upon those deficiencies so that we can do better in our life. So can't we do these small things? We can dream big, we can have passion, we have to work with discipline, we have to persistent, persevere, and do more hard work to achieve our goal. We can do it. We need to conquer the fear of failure. If suppose we are failed once and we stop doing, the fear of failure is just overpowering our dreams, what will happen? Our progress will stop. We have to conquer that fear of failure. We should have a strong conviction that yes, I can do it. My dear friends, every morning you just visualize whatever dream you have thought of for yourself, that you have become that fellow. Suppose you have dreamt that now you will become a doctor, you will try for a doctor, of an engineer, for a lawyer. Every morning you dream for it as if you have become that person. And I am very sure that this will give you strength, and the day will come that you can achieve your goal. I will remind you one thing very important, what Abraham Lincoln used to say, that I am a slow walker, but I never look back. So suppose you are not achieving the target in your stipulated time, you should not be disheartened. But yes, you should keep walking, keep going. That is very important. You should not look back. There is a Hindi couplet, कुछ लिख कर सो, कुछ पढ़ कर सो, जिस जगह से जागा सवेरे, उस जगह से बढ़कर सो. Means what? Every day you need to progress. It could be very small progress. Your past should not hinder your present. Your future should be better than your present. That should be the conviction that I can do it. Whenever you are having any adversity, I am giving you one very good mantra. Suppose you are doing any work or any project, you fail, just think of only one thing, this too shall pass, and keep growing. This too shall pass. It's not going to stay, your failure is not going to stay. Till you have got a strong conviction, I can do it. Or many times what will happen? Some persons, they will disgust you. Like Thomas Alva Edison was disgusted by his teachers. Let it go. Suppose you are going for some work, somebody disgusts you, somebody says some adverse remarks, let it go. Don't give heed to it. Just remember Swami Vivekananda's line, arise, awake and stop not till goal is achieved. So that should be your conviction. That this too shall pass and I can do it. My dear friends, I have also gone through these stages. I wanted to do some things in my life. Say I wanted to become faculty or the professor of King George's Medical University in Department of Surgery, from where I graduated, from where I did my masters. I thought I have to be teacher or professor of this university. That was my dream. And I achieved it. I am not saying I am a very successful person. But yes, I could achieve what I dreamt for. Why? Because I kept on trying, though I could not achieve it within the stipulated time. But yes, I achieved it. So I would like to say few lines for myself in Hindi. तय की है हमने मंजिलें कुछ इस तरह, तय की है हमने मंजिलें कुछ इस तरह, हम गिर पड़े गिर कर उठे फिर चल दिए. So that is the philosophy that we have to follow. We should take failure as a teachable moment. You take fail as acronym. First attempt in learning. If you fail, you immediately think that this is my first attempt in learning. This is my stepping stone which I am moving forward. So every failure is your teachable moment of life. Sir Winston Churchill was British Prime Minister. His disciple asked him, what is the secret of success? He told that it lies in 7 words. And what are those 7 words? Never give up, never give up. Again, never give up, never give up. So whatsoever adversity is, whatsoever things come to your life, you should never give up till your goal is achieved. During my school days, I have gone through one very beautiful Hindi poetry written by Sohan Lal Dwivedi ji, and I'll explain you in English and I'll speak that poem in Hindi, and that is very inspirational. I'll suggest that all my youngsters should just jot down that English Hindi poem and keep it posted in the wall. क्या कहते हैं कि लहरों से डरकर नौका पार नहीं होती और कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. If you will keep trying, you will never fail. And they have given the example, Mr. Sohan Lal Dwivedi has given the example of small ant. चींटी का example दिया उन्होंने कि नन्ही चींटी जब दाना लेकर चलती है, चढ़ती दीवारों पर 100 बार फिसलती है. मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस भरता है, चढ़कर गिरना गिरकर चढ़ना ना करता है. आखिर उसकी मेहनत बेकार नहीं होती और कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. See, he has given example of small ant which tries and tries again to climb the wall, falls, then tries, falls, then ultimately that ant climbs the wall. Then He gave example of a diver who is diving the sea in hunt of pearl. What he gets कि डुबकियाँ सिंधु में गोताखोर लगाता है, जा जाकर खाली हाथ लौट कर आता है. He is not able to get the pearls in first attempt. डुबकियाँ सिंधु में गोताखोर लगाता है, जा जाकर खाली हाथ लौट कर आता है. मिलते नहीं सहज ही मोती गहरे पानी में, बढ़ता दुगना उत्साह इसी हैरानी में. See, failure has not deterred him. Rather, it has enthused him to do more hard work. तो मिलते नहीं सहज ही मोती गहरे पानी में और बढ़ता दुगना उत्साह इसी हैरानी में. मुट्ठी उसकी खाली हर बार नहीं होती और कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. My dear friends, just listen these 4-5 lines carefully and adopt them in your life. This is basically essence of my today's talk. असफलता एक चुनौती है, इसे स्वीकार करो. क्या कमी रह गई देखो और सुधार करो. Failure is a challenge, accept it and think what is the deficit, where you was deficient, and then you improve upon it. असफलता एक चुनौती है, इसे स्वीकार करो. क्या कमी रह गई देखो और सुधार करो. जब तक न सफल हो नींद चैन को त्यागो तुम, संघर्ष का मैदान छोड़ मत भागो तुम. Arise, awake and stop not till goal is achieved. जब तक न सफल हो नींद चैन को त्यागो तुम, संघर्ष का मैदान छोड़ मत भागो तुम. कुछ किए बिना ही जय जयकार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. If you wish that your name is taken in the world, in the history to come, you have to try and try again to achieve your goal, whatever you have desired. I have tried to convey my message to you by giving examples of legends which have been there in our world history, living legends of USA, living legend of India. There is a commonality of those characters, those virtues, we can have it. I have given you my example. I have told you the poetry. So I think I could inspire you. And my dear friends, please do not be deterred, do not feel depressed, do not take any extreme step whenever you fail in your life. You just take that failure as your teachable moment, as your stepping stone towards success. Thank you very much. I again request to all of you, please not only watch my channel, like, subscribe and share. We will meet again on another Saturday. Thank you and namaskar.